This is my first morning in the new housing development on the outskirts of Phnom Penh. This involves the construction of at least 300 apartments, and so it represents a type of redevelopment and modernizing in Cambodia. I've noticed similar developments on the other side of town on the outskirts when I was coming and going from Kep and Kampot to and from Phnom Penh. And this place next to the container, I'm not sure whether it's just something that's been slapped up during the development of this site, or a holdover from an earlier era. And the apartment I'm in is over there. Some quite nice houses actually in the area. Maybe over up here there might be a way out. It's not far away. It's just a matter of finding the road that leads to it. The implements of work. Oh, hard work. So it's going to stretch up there. Thank you. Evidence of children. Oh yes, I see children ahead. Are they the kids of the workmen? I think the schools are closed right now because of COVID. Also, there's an 8 p.m. curfew in Phnom Penh from tonight, and a effort to stem the current outbreak. This is some place where people gather at night. Hello, little child. Hello. Look. What's that? Here's some guys down here working away. And we've walked around the neighbourhood and back at my place of residence. I guess lots of kids will come out and play a bit later. So how new is this place? Very. I have this space here which I can conceive of as using as a studio. So, this is like a blank canvas or an empty head. What can I fill it with? My room. Everything needing to be unpacked. or I need to get out and take a walk around the community. I learned that living in big American cities. Get to know your local community. Walk around there, then you can find everything you need. Sure, you can drive around and cover a lot of space. Find everything you need 12 miles away. Oh. Yeah.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good evening.
Eat banana.
It's good to watch people work.
Make a apartment. Con ngày na này. Con ngày na ấy. Đấy là tiếp tục đây.
Môn châu Nam.
Con trôi Nam. Ồ, ăn trôi Nam được trọc á.
Tell him I need him to dig me a hole to New Zealand so I can go home.
Nhà tới New Zealand.
Xưa sắp bay bông có như xưa.
Nước tắc ra đó cho khoan ập tắc. Mà thông má nó nắng. Đâu á? Nó ngồi không ta man nàng đấy. Ở đây miền thông đâu?
Ninh Tong Bo.
Miền là tại đó cô ở Panda ấy. Tại đó cô ở Panda. Miền. Ở đó cô Panda. No hat.
No hair. Let me see. Ramen noodles. Do they have milk?
No have milk.
No milk, okay.
Only egg. Have egg.
Why do I need milk products or dairy? But there's a good reason, because I was brought up on them. Since I've went to Vietnam and my dairy intake went down, I had a lot of problems with my fingernails because of a lack of calcium. I've slowly adapted, but I do feel I still need some dairy just to keep those calcium levels up. Otherwise my fingernails break and I've had a lot of trouble maintaining them. To get into this apartment complex, you have to go through this checkpoint now because of COVID.
Take care of COVID.
Yeah. I wonder if you'll tell me to stop filming.
It's
Oh, the opening.
office sell the apartment.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So, I can see distant high-rises and
a new apartment.
Yeah,
It's another company. His name Lai Kung also.
Chinese lights.
His name.
Chinese company?
No, he's the owner. He's Cambodian.
Ah, okay.
Wait, mom.
Now this is the road frontage of these apartments, and what you find at the bottom, this is common in Indochina at least, are shop frontages. So you live upstairs and then you have a shop downstairs. So this will all be laundries, convenience stores, you name it, whatever. And of course, if you live upstairs and your shop's downstairs, that helps with commuting, doesn't it? Less need of motorways, less gas used. And the advantage of shopping locally, of course, is you're supporting local businesses and getting to know people in your neighbourhood. And also what's all important right now is almost an alleyway. Finding some sort of Wi-Fi connection. Just so I can fish. This is more like it. Yeah, make up the road rules as you go along. Who cares? Oh look, another little, almost. Syria's looking up. Oh yeah. Another little alleyway down there. Fried rice. No, I don't think it was this one. I think it's up here. Here's a local coffee place, which may be our best bet for finding Wi-Fi in the area. You want a coffee? Yeah. This is a funky little place. Do you have Wi-Fi here? Wi-Fi. Do you have Wi-Fi? No Wi-Fi. Okay. That was the best. Shrine to the Buddha. Quite noisy. Sound like an internet cafe. My God, this is rustic. It's like a sort of like a bus station. Completely unique. Watch some Khmer TV with me. Well, that was definitely unique. Pretty edgy looking area on the edge of the city. I found this. I think it's called Sky Coffee. But let's check out this. Mad. A lot of locals will assume that a Westerner wants to go to a Western style supermarket, of which there are plenty around here, but you know, just the same as a Western supermarket, all the same stuff. I don't particularly like them. But I'm just going to see how I can get on some milk here. If I can get a good quality milk. Cowhead, that's Australian. Low fat, it's okay. And we've got this. Angkor, you can get Angkor milk. Shall I try that? 100% sweetened? Nope. That's what you got to look for. This is pure milk, low fat, not perfect. And there's Dutch mill. I tried this one. Coconut water is good. You see, I don't need coffee now. I've got plenty of that. Do they have crap coffee? That's for sure. Nescafe equal. I saw carnation milk. I don't know if you know that down the road. That is awful stuff. American, I think. I think one of the worst concoctions I ever had, I was working in a factory in Saskatchewan. A factory now owned by Bayer, who bought Monsanto. Bayer, German chemical company, and they make aspirin and stuff. But they were producing agricultural chemicals that were banned in North America, so specifically for export to third world and developing countries. They called them herbicides. It's terrifying anyway. In the lunchroom they had coffee and tea dispenser, so if you want a cup of tea you'd press this button and that would come instant tea. And then if you wanted milk, you'd get powdered carnation milk. And what a vile drink that was. What an excellent supermarket, very friendly, had a wide range of stock. Didn't have coffee, didn't have good coffee, but you can probably get a few provisions there. Periwinkles, they love periwinkles here. Oh, look at all that, little octopus. You know, you're going to get better food here in this part of the world than you're going to get in the West. And at a fraction of the cost too. I see a gap in the traffic, do I? I've got to get across there. Yeah, they were very friendly in that supermarket. I was slightly hesitant about filming because I expected them to tell me not to, but so I didn't film my interaction with them. I think I can make it here. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. Whoa! Looking for the gap. You've really got to look all ways because even though there are traffic lanes here, people won't necessarily keep to them. So you can't assume that, you know, because you're crossing one way, you know, look only in one direction because traffic may be coming the other way on the wrong side of the road. And we'll head out back to the edge zone. It's going to be one hell of an edge zone if this is the wrong street. So where I live is over there. There's a little stall here, and it's feeding time for the chickens, or the chicken and her children, the chicken and the chicks. Chicken and the chicks. Would be a good name for a rock and roll band. Thank you. Okay. See, the chaps are still hard at it. I wonder how much they earn. Wouldn't like to speculate. But in my opinion, people have a very good quality of life here. I think in future I will get into that, into the thing about the quality of life and what I attribute that to. It's midday and all's gone quiet. Where is everybody? Okay. Siesta time. Could last from 11 till 1. 12:55, looking out my window to the apartment next door. And the first signs that the siesta is over. You can hear people getting back to work there. Well, as far as I've been able to ascertain, I'm the only foreigner in the area, which I like. And the locals are very friendly and don't mind being videoed. Now, over the course of my videos, there's been quite a bit of eating. Let's try some home style. Let's have lunch downstairs here in the kitchen, which is the main part of the house.
Oh, morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Fish.
Oh, fish.
Fish.
We had fish the other day. Vegetable, yeah, rice,
Papaya.
papaya.
Yeah. Banana.
These look like kumara. Is that a sweet potato? Is that a sweet potato? And banana. There's many varieties of bananas in Indochina.
Like fried chana.
There's small ones and big ones.
Potato.
Oh no, I don't like that. We have that in New Zealand.
Oh.
It's called a kumara. They call it a kumara. Sweet potato. It's got a yellow flesh.
Yeah. It's a white.
Oh.
White.
In the garden. In everyone's garden. Oh, what are they? They are loquid. They're called loquid.
Yeah, local. This one is called. I don't know English name. It's
Yeah, it looks like what we call a loquid.
rich.
Yeah, that is a loquid. So much fruit.
Okay, try now.
Okay, I'll try now. We get the piece of fish here from Tonle Sap Lake.
It's a fish.
Little fish. I'm not going to eat the eye. And you just pick off the flesh like that. There'll be bones in there. See if I can put this down here. Like this.
Look me, huh?
Ah.
No claw.
I just break the fish like this.
Be careful, bone inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the bone. Throw the bones in here. Did I hit the? Yeah.
Bone, be careful, bone.
Yeah. Put the fish there. Oh yes. Tiny little fish. Looks like a centipede. Spine like a centipede. Another good name for a rock band. I'm going to put some vegetable here. There's capsicum, tomato. Will they have a sweet sauce in there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's beef in there too. A little bit of beef. That may be onion or maybe fruit. I noticed when I was in Camp Pot, when you're walking around, you see women sitting on their verandas doing needlework. And on investigation, these turned out to be tapestries, some which were quite large and could take up to 2 years to make. Sort of took me back to my childhood actually. In the 1960s, my mother and many women in the neighbourhood took up tapestry, went about it with great enthusiasm, usually doing English villages and English country scenes. No such thing as a New Zealand landscape in the tapestries of that time. This one here looks East Asian inspired, say China or Japan, and this is obviously a Cambodian landscape. So, needlework is big here in this part of the world. There's the garment industry too. Look at that Singer pedal, Singer sewing machine pedal on a genome. That looks somewhat heavy duty. Sewing machine. And in related news, here is my washing hanging out to dry. And there we are, the world outside.
Thấy che bắt.
I think this is what was called by American town planners and architects in the time of the mid-90s an edge zone. You know, new developments on the edges of the city, of metropolis. Of course, they were speaking in terms of American or European context. So here we see something in Southeast Asia, in Cambodia. An edge zone. Edge zone is also the name of a contemporary art gallery in Miami Beach. South Beach, I think. So, we'll call it the edge zone. Of all of these apartments along here, there are only 5 that are occupied. But there are signs of emergent community. This little place down here was quite busy before, a little bit earlier. Still people down there. And behind them you can see this guy's playing football. We've seen some kids playing around in the usual kid fashion.
Make a video.